Are you guys starting to stream now?
Yeah.
Hot mic, man. That's what we just said.
That's what hot mic means.
I'm trying to pull it up.
Good morning, good lunchtime, whatever time it is. It is the BS show. My phone is ringing. Brad Fowler,
Yes.
Sean Wright. We're the BS show for Century 21 Wright Realty. Got our little funk music now. Feel like we should do the little Caddyshack Gopher dance.
Yeah, something. Some 80s movie.
Some 80s movie. I'm too old for this crap. I think that's the second time I've done that. All right. Here we go. BS show, Friday edition. All right. How cool do you think it would be for Curry to sit there, the dad Curry, to sit there and watch both of his sons on the same court in a playoff game?
That would be cool.
And you see them
One of
all,
them's
the
gonna
whole
lose.
family up there, and they've all got the double jerseys
Yeah.
for both brothers on the court at the same time. I mean, that's kind of a cool thing.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So, it's kind of neat NBA thing. I mean, nobody cares about the NBA, so
A few people do.
yeah. So the next subject is talking about all the stuff that in the past week, Nashville has met with the Major League Baseball, NASCAR, the Titans about the Titans wanting a new stadium, and the Bridgestone's 20-year lease is coming up also. So look at all the sporting things that Nashville is up against. Now the NASCAR track, it doesn't cost any of the taxpayers any money. Most likely MLB is going to want a new stadium, and it's not usually the trend now is you don't build one stadium for football and baseball.
Right.
Like, used to think about it, Fulton County and Atlanta was football and
Oakland.
baseball. Oakland was football and baseball.
Well, it
Minnesota
still is.
yeah, Oakland.
It was the last one that
Minnesota football and baseball. Washington football and baseball. So these older stadiums you could accommodate both teams. But now you're talking about a single-use stadium, and if you have to build a new football stadium and then a new baseball stadium, I mean, that's mega bucks.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
And
No worry, taxpayers will take care
yeah,
of it.
taxpayers pay for it.
And
Who cares?
they'll figure out a way for the taxpayers to take care of the NASCAR track, too, somehow.
Even though the people that want to do all the work said no, they'll figure it out anyway.
Been around for 100 years.
Just think about this. The city of Murfreesboro would love to use taxpayer money to build something like that. So, hey, whatever.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about the baseball thing. Do you think Nashville has the base to actually hold up a Major League Baseball team?
I don't know. It's tough. I mean, because you have
81 games
Yeah.
at home, not counting playoffs?
Right. So that, attendance at a baseball stadium is never that high unless it is deep in the playoffs or just some incredible rivalry. I think it definitely would start out big. I would go see some. But you're talking, I mean, it's one thing the Preds have, 30 home games, is it?
41,
Yeah.
I think.
So that's a big commitment if you're going to be, but I don't know what the expectations are for Major League Baseball as far as good attendance.
And I don't either. I mean, I haven't watched a baseball game since the strike. So I mean, it's been a long
It's
time.
been a while, yeah.
I think
But
I watched a
it's-
few I've watched some snippets since then, but I've never sat down and watched a whole game since the strike. So that's
Oh,
25 years ago.
I can't even say I watched the full game before then. Randy Johnson threw a perfect game against the Braves, I believe. I saw that game. We started out at a friend's apartment and went to Coconut Bay to finish it.
Yeah.
And but that was significant, something huge was going on. So,
Right.
but yeah, it's not typical. I know some people though that they're into it, keep up with it, But
oh, absolutely.
But just generally, I don't think many people pay that deep, that close attention to it. But but still, these parks, the Sound Stadium, it's almost like a little carnival on the.
yeah,
right.
and the Sounds don't even fill their stadium
No.
up. So when you think about that, if the Sounds aren't filling their stadium up and it's nowhere close to being Major League size, you're going to build a Major League park. Is the Major League park, and I don't know, so this is a question, is the Major League park going to draw that much more people than the AAA team?
Right. I would think so, but it would hurt the AAA.
You would
not
almost have to get rid of the AAA team
Yeah.
at that point.
It'd be hard because like I say, you have people that are hardcore, one or the other, or both. But generally, I wouldn't pick to go to a Sounds game over a Major League
Well,
game.
and it may be, and this has been done before, several of the Major League teams that are around now were previously AAA or AA teams, and they over the course of the years got upgraded to
Right.
Major League. So maybe that's what happens is the Sounds just become the Major League team.
Right.
And so then there's the other discussion is with you've got the Braves, the Reds, the Cardinals, and the Cubs all within just a very short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
For the Nashville team to be successful, does it have to be an AL team?
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing to bring up because, I mean, these people in this area have been born and bred. If you were a baseball fan, you grew up liking one of those teams
You've been
because
better.
that was the local team.
Yeah.
So, just something else to ponder because, especially people my age, when you grew up, the Braves were on one channel, the Cubs were on one channel, the Reds were on a channel, and the Cardinals were on a channel, and every one of their games were on TV.
Right. Yes, sir.
JJ's handing us
This
a note.
just
Is
in.
this breaking news?
It is not breaking news.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not that important then. All right.
Yeah.
Brad's top 3 today. Top 3 favorite restaurants. And are we doing favorite restaurants just in Tennessee, just in Murfreesboro, worldwide? How are we basing these top 3 restaurants?
Whatever your favorite is.
Whatever your favorite is. All right, we'll go with JJ first. Just name one. Top 3 restaurant.
In the world?
Anywhere.
Rodizio's.
In Nashville. You like Rodizio's better than Texas de Brazil in Nashville?
Haven't had a chance to go to Texas de Brazil yet.
Okay, that'll change. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, just name one.
Rodizio's was incredible.
Have you had Texas de
No,
Brazil? All right, that'll change.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to go with Delmonico's in New York City. That's on my list, top 3.
That's a dream restaurant for me. That's like...
The atmosphere is just, I just can't even, it's just fantastic. And when you think about it, you go to Chop House or Demas's or Longhorn, and you go to all these other steakhouses, and they all serve a Delmonico cut steak. But the home of the Delmonico steak is at Delmonico's in New York City. So,
Is that where the cows live?
did JJ go to sleep?
Is that where the cows live?
Did you see JJ? He was just going.
Did you doze off?
I did not.
JJ was asleep. We bored him. All right,
It's
You
my
saw it
eyes.
here first.
number 2.
Number 2. There's a place in Pensacola called Sky Pizza. It was...
I've had that.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
It was the largest piece of pizza I've ever had. A slice was as big as my face. One slice was. And it was
I'm going to refrain
glorious.
from all jokes. I'm going to go local. I love Demas. They're
Demas
excellent.
is
Consistent. Just good. I hate that they always have such long lines. I've passed it so many times because I wasn't going to wait.
But I mean, hey, if
But
it's
I
good,
love
it's
their
going to have a
food.
long line.
Right. Their food is great. I love them.
All right, Central Barbecue, Memphis, Tennessee. Number 2 for me. All right.
All right, number 3.
Barbecue. Shoot. The Salt Lick in Texas.
Oh, he just took it up a notch. I didn't even think about the Salt Lick.
Yeah.
I literally, when I was in Austin for the last time, and Randy says Milano's on College in Murfreesboro.
Oh, absolutely. Always good.
The last time I was in Austin, Texas, I'm looking at Franklin's Barbecue, which is world renowned. It's 9 a.m. Franklin's has a line wrapped around the whole entire block, and I'm not waiting in this line to go to Franklin's Barbecue. And I'm standing in the lobby of this hotel, and the person goes, "Look, don't even waste your time with Franklin's Barbecue. You need to drive about 15 miles towards Waco, and Salt Lick is out there, and it's all you can eat. You pay them like $20. Ribs, sausage, brisket, pork, hot German potato salad. Oh, JJ, I'm with you. I will second Salt Lick, and it's in Driftwood, Texas.
Driftwood, Texas, yes.
That's
They
it.
made a show about the town. Driftwood.
It is
right?
Driftwood.
Yeah.
it's gonna be part of my barbecue tour when I
Okay.
do that vacation.
Yes, Driftwood, Texas, Central or Salt Lick. I second that motion.
Maybe we should have a team building
Team building trip to Driftwood,
field trip.
Texas.
Yeah. Just based on your
Top research,
enthusiasm,
top
I want to
research.
put that as one of my favorites.
What's that?
But I said just based on y'all's enthusiasm, I want to make that one of mine. But
Hey, people will tell you that I vacation around food.
right,
I plan
Well,
my
that's,
vacation out about where I'm going to go eat.
yeah, that's usually what the vacation consists of is where we eat next.
JJ left mid conversation.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
he
I think
doing?
he's going to go get something to eat.
Did he just decide?
No, we have a deal going, and
Oh, okay.
I
All right.
need immediate attention.
All right. So number 3.
Keeping it local. Barbecue. I'm a barbecue junkie. But
Don't say Witt.
Slick Pig Wings.
Slick Pig Wing goes.
But I love Witt's barbecue.
All
They're
right.
excellent. I love
All right.
it.
So a lot of people like
And
Witt's.
I like Witt's and Rick's barbecue. They're pretty
Vinegar
similar.
based.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that vinegar base. But
See, I like
yeah,
something
but
with
Slick Pig Wings though.
I like something with heavier smoke.
Yeah, that's true. I do like more of a smoke flavor. Slick Pig has the smoke in theirs. It's a Memphis style, and it's good. But that I don't know. I just you can't help what you like.
Let's see. Number 3 for me. I've went Memphis. Now I've got Salt Lick and Driftwood.
In New York.
Now I've got New York. Man. Cabo. Oh,
Yeah,
Cabo Wabo
yeah.
Cantina, Las Vegas.
Right.
And
Now,
actually, there's a location in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, also. So Cabo Wabo Cantina,
there you go.
number 3 for me.
Now, what would you? You don't have to say your favorite, but what's one of your favorite local places?
I'm with Randy. I'll go to Milano's.
Yeah, they are excellent.
I like Marinas on the Square.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried Dallas and Jane's. I've heard really good things about Dallas and Jane's. I haven't been over there yet. But we have a lot of good local. When I eat local, I want to eat an actual local owned restaurant.
Right.
I don't like all the chains. But I'll go with Marinas or Milano's as my favorite local thing. Alley on Main's pretty good too. So let's go with that. JJ, number 3.
Number 3, 4.
Favorite restaurant?
Oh, I thought Salt Lake was my number 3.
That was number 2.
That was number 2?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Shoot, that's a hard one. Come back to me.
Local restaurant.
A local restaurant. That would be Coffee Fusion.
Coffee
There you
Fusion.
go.
There you go.
Good
You
stuff.
hold court at Coffee Fusion, don't you?
Yeah.
I do.
He's the
JJ's like the little mobster in the corner. Come see me. I'll sell you a house.
right.
Come to me.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Brad, what listing you want to spotlight?
Well, let's see. 2623 Pepper Branch Drive in Murfreesboro. It's Three River Subdivision. Got Veterans, Cason, and it's just off Cason Lane, right across from the pool. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1796 square feet. Still under the 1-year builder's warranty. And HVAC is under a 5-year warranty. So it's move-in ready. It's vacant right now. The owner took a job in Oklahoma. So they ready to sell. Just feel free to give me a call, 615-519-3339. When line up a showing and get you in there.
Awesome.
What about you? What you got?
We're going to do mine now. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to hit 2 condos real fast. I got a
Okay.
couple things under 175 in Rutherford County. I got a 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath condo, about 1,200 foot in Laverne, 139.9. 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath condo Laverne, 139.9. And I've got a 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath, about 1,300 foot in Murfreesboro for 159.9. Guys, I don't even know why these things hadn't sold yet. I mean, we're talking about under 175, Murfreesboro City, and then Rutherford County and Laverne, top notch price range. So 2 listings, 615-838-0653. All right, I got a question for everybody watching. When you think about when it's time to go worship, whatever denomination, religion, whatever it is that you worship, if you go out of town, you say, "Hey, I'm going to go to church today on Sunday." What time is church? At 95% of churches in the world, what time is church?
9:45 or 10 a.m.
9:45, 10 a.m.
Yeah, same. 10, sometimes 11. It's more traditional as 11.
More traditional is 11.
But
I was including Sunday school though.
yeah.
Okay, no.
Right.
Church service. Actual church service.
11.
11.
Yeah.
11.
Some of them have 4 services, but yeah.
Well,
But yeah,
but,
traditionally.
But a traditional, if you're an out-of-towner or you're a perfect stranger, you say, look, I'm going to go to
Right.
church today or temple or whatever you do. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Would moving the actual church service to an earlier time, say 10:15, how much of a deterrent do you think that would have on attendance?
I don't know. I've never thought about it, but I know a lot of churches have switched to earlier times.
Well, let's say some
Right.
churches have 2 services. Maybe an
Right.
early service at 8 or 8:30, late service at 11 o'clock.
Mhm.
They may even have a Saturday night service. should a church have more worship opportunities, or should they limit it and start combining things? So let's say you currently have a church service at 8:30 in the morning, you have Sunday school at 9:45, and you have a church service at 11 a.m. So you have 3 worship opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Should that church get rid of a service, push Sunday school forward, and push the 2 services combined to a 10:15 time? So let's say you get rid of the 8:30 service completely, you move Sunday school from 9:45 to 9 a.m., and you move both church services to 10:15.
It depends on how many people are there. I mean, some of them do that because there's so many, it may not hold, but I don't know.
I will say, going to New Vision, which has multiple services, I noticed different age groups go to different services. Like, I attend the 8:20 service, and I have a lot of friends that are my age attend the 11 o'clock service. So
Which is the latest.
Yeah. So just...
Well,
I would make a joke about that.
Let's say this. A lot of people come up with excuses why not to go to church.
Oh, yeah.
So the earlier you make your service in the morning on a weekend morning, the less likely, mathematically, you're going to come up to somebody and go, hey, we're going to go to church earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So most people are going, I don't have enough time, or I don't want to get up that early on a weekend, whatever the excuse is. So as you push things forward, you're going to lessen the chance of people to go.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
On the flip side, there is also the excuse of, I have season tickets to the Titans. The Titans are more important than church. I don't know what kind of ludicrous statement that is, but you're laughing. You literally laughed out loud to the point where you snorted. That was funny.
Did that mic catch it?
Yeah, the mic caught it.
Oh, no.
So, actually, some people work on
is
Sundays, and that's why I always thought they had multiple services. I think that's a great concept. I don't think a church should ever limit opportunities.
Right. Absolutely.
The more opportunities you can, if there's only 5 people on the pews, guess what? That's 5 people that you can reach.
Yeah.
So the idea of getting rid of opportunities to combine opportunities is anti-productive as far as the church is concerned. That church door on Sunday should be open all day, whether they're having a service or not. It should have an opportunity for people to go in there. If you've got Titan season tickets and they're that important to you, and you're a churchgoer, go to the 8:30 service in the morning. But so if you're watching this and you know what I'm talking about, chime in. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
I'm not sure where you were leading.
I'm not gonna. I'll go in with it, Brad, after the show. But I'm not gonna go into it. If you know what I'm talking about, chime in on the comments. This is something that a local church is going through, that they're getting rid of opportunities to merge, and I was asked to talk about it, so I'm talking about it.
Yeah, the one I go to, they Thursday night, and then 3 on Sunday.
But see, that's more opportunities.
Right, absolutely. They added the Thursday night.
And your church has actually added another location.
Right. Kind of satellite location.
To a satellite location where you can go in and watch the service from the bigger location on a screen, and sometimes they even have a live preacher.
Yeah, and live music. And yeah, and I've been to that one a few times, and it's not. I thought it might be a distraction, but it's really not. It's you don't really notice it. Yeah.
So
seeing it on the screen though, you don't really. It wasn't a factor to me at all.
So this is a major thing. I mean, you look at World Outreach. Some people call it the Six Flags Over Jesus. I don't even know how many. I don't even know how many services they have now.
Man, they got 40,000 people going through there a weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about.
I
don't even know. They've got services out the wazoo. They've got better attendance than MTSU athletics.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no question.
I tell you what, you get Alan Jackson to go preach at an MTSU game, there'll be people in the seats.
Do the old-fashioned style like Billy Graham.
Billy Graham. We'll have a revival at the football stadium at halftime. MTSU, if you're listening, hire Alan Jackson to do a halftime sermon every week.
Pre-game prayer for the team.
No, I'm not joking. How much better would MTSU's attendance be just by putting Alan Jackson as a preacher?
He's great. People go to see him.
No
question. That's a good question. I wonder how many would go just to see that, or
we showed up.
That would be what puts them over the top.
We showed up to watch Alan Jackson preach, and a football game broke out.
Right there, you go.
I'm not joking. I mean, think about it. He could do a sermon at halftime of the MTSU show as kind of like a warm up to the Saturday night sermon or the Sunday sermon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
And they already do stuff like that during the week. It looks like from my friends that actually attend. So
Here's another thing about church services. Never mind. I'm not going to go into that one. I'm going to leave that one for a later time.
All right.
But everybody think about this church service time and give us feedback in the comments on the Century 21 Right Realty Facebook page. What time, if a church service, I'm not talking about Sunday school or small groups or anything like that. I'm talking about a church service.
Right.
What time do most people think a church service starts?
Right.
Where you would get stray people, you'd get people from out of town. You're most likely to get attendance on a Sunday. What time is the best time to have a church service?
Okay.
Think amongst yourselves. I'm getting a little verklempt. Nobody knows where that's from. That's old school.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what time is church. All right, something that my dad and I were talking about at the gym this morning, and it's something we kind of ran into it yesterday when we were eating lunch, and we brought up the song that JJ had no idea what we were talking about. What songs or artists can you name that are out currently that will still be listened to or talked about in 30 to 40 years?
That are out now?
That are out now. Think about it. People still listen to Sinatra.
Mm-hmm.
60 years ago. People still listen to all the British invasion music, southern rock bands, classic rock, old school real country music. Mm-hmm. People still listen to that stuff now, 30 to 40, 50, 60 years later. Mm-hmm. What artist or song will you still be listening to 30 to 40 years from now that is out currently?
Definitely not Gucci Gang.
See, he mentioned songs we don't know what
I
they
don't
are.
even know what that is.
Such a gap.
And so
I don't listen to much.
I don't listen
current.
to any current
listen to
music.
all the older
Yeah.
stuff,
Now my
so.
wife listens to some current country music, and nothing that she listens to, I'm sitting there going, you know what? This is so iconic.
Yeah.
That this is going to be around forever.
Yeah, and a lot of times, even back then, I don't know if they knew, certain songs. Because there's some songs that just blow my mind that it's still.
But you think
popular
about
today.
Everybody knew Elvis was big. Everybody knew the Beatles were big. Everybody knew Sinatra was big. I mean, you could see those artists and just go, look, these guys are iconic. They're going to be around. I can't think of anybody now that you just go, you know what, these guys.
What about Bieber?
Hold on. Would you have thought Africa by Toto break out amongst millennials?
How did that get popular
Stranger
again?
Things.
All right, no,
But
but it's more than that. Weezer did a cover of Africa, and Weezer's cover of Africa is what brought Toto's Africa back.
I thought it was Stranger Things, a show that brought
that. It may have been together, but
Weezer.
Weezer actually Weezer kind of brought Toto forward.
Okay.
And they didn't change it much.
Yeah, and they didn't change it much. And Toto has actually gone back and done a Weezer song now.
Oh, have they really?
Yeah, and I don't remember which one.
That's smart.
So here's some of the names that were brought up, and let's go through them. Taylor Swift. Can Taylor Swift be out in 30, 40 years?
Very possible. I mean, she speaks to a lot of younger.
Lady Gaga.
Probably. I think she's a true talent. She's got out of that shock
and all
crap
kind
she
of
used to
stuff.
do. But she's a true talent. She really is good.
All right.
I think hers would be around longer than.
Now
Taylor Swift.
this next one I'm going to say doesn't count as right now because he's already been out 25, 30 years already, and that's Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Garth Brooks is another guy you look at and go, when he was out originally, you're going, this guy is iconic.
He ruled.
He ruled.
Yeah.
And so you're thinking, man, what artist or music, like you said, I don't listen to newer music, but some stuff just kind of transcends all things, and it shows up on the TV, it shows up on the New Year's Eve bash and things like that, and you're going, yeah that's big stuff.
Yeah.
So, like the Red Solo Cup by Toby Keith, that's iconic.
You know that song?
I do.
Okay.
All right, so let's bring this forward, and this changes subjects, but kind of keeps it on the same subject. The song "Funky Cole Medina" by Tone Loc.
Right. Never gets old.
Never gets old.
Right.
But that song could never could be released today.
No.
Never.
It's what we call a Cosby song.
Yeah, it's a Cosby song, and think about the time frame. Cosby's doing stuff like that while Tone Loc is singing that song.
Yep. That's
But-
crazy. Yeah, if you pay attention to the lyrics, it wouldn't fly today.
I don't even know if Funky Cole Medina could be played on mainstream radio now. And if you don't know what Funky Cole Medina is, millennials, JJ, go on YouTube, type in Tone Loc, look for the song Funky Cole Medina. You'll see exactly what we're talking about. I mean, that was a big song in the late 80s.
Oh, it's huge, yeah. But it's got, the beat, all that. Yeah, I have so much. That's ridiculous that, something is said and it's taken so far out of context or, literal. But, yeah, Google Tone Loc, TONELOC.
Yeah.
He's got some good stuff.
He's got some good stuff. And the Homies song will make you laugh.
Right.
So, think about that. Iconic songs or artists that are out currently 30 to 40 years from now.
I mean, even Vanilla Ice, when he was popular, he was already the butt of a joke.
Right.
Yeah.
Already.
And his song, a couple of them are still big. People,
Ice Ice Baby is an
Yeah.
iconic song.
That gets out there, people hit the floor.
Yeah.
They start, oh, yeah.
Now, I do think that's to a certain age group, though.
Oh, yeah.
My age, a little older than my age, Ice Ice Baby was a big hit.
It was huge, yeah.
I don't know if younger people than us are really digging on Ice Ice Baby. Can't touch this. Too legit to quit. I mean,
Yeah. It's funny to think about some of the stuff we used to jam to.
yeah. And so my dad brought up how many gangsta rap artists are still touring today. Think about it, NWA's gone.
Right.
Public Enemy just got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a couple years ago, but I don't know if they're still touring.
Well, a lot of those, the hip hop, those older ones, they'll tour with 10 or 12.
Together.
Yeah. They'll
Eminem's still around.
Yeah.
Eminem, that doesn't count.
He doesn't count.
No, we're talking about Groundbreaker. Eminem had nothing on those original. Those original gangster rappers were actual gangsters.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, they're there. So let's just figure that. And my dad brought up the '90s music. Like when I was in school, the stuff I listened to, I can't think of anything but maybe Dave Matthews that transcends time. Nirvana, Pearl Jam.
Well, yeah, I was thinking Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
They're nearly 20 years.
They're nearly 20 years, but I'm talking about from now.
Right.
Now you're right.
don't
Foo
know
Fighters are nearly 20 years
Yeah.
because I saw them in the mid '90s,
Yeah.
and he
That's
came
weird
from
to think.
Nirvana. So when you think 20 years ago, you don't think 2000.
Right.
Terrible.
That's crazy.
All right, local events. Go ahead, Brad.
Well, we got farmers markets are opened up Tuesday and Friday. Was it John Rice Boulevard, I believe? From
This one on the square.
this one's Saturdays.
Okay, yeah.
So every Saturday we have one on the square from 8 to noon, and it is awesome. I go to it several times throughout the year. And then there's one, I think it's John Rice Boulevard. It's on my website under local events, but it's 7 to noon Tuesdays and Fridays.
Okay.
And but yeah, they're in full swing, ready to roll. Got a lot of good stuff out there. Keep it local.
Awesome. And news you can't believe, Brad. It's on you this week.
What we got? This just in, Sean.
First of all, what state are we going to this week?
Let's. How about Florida?
Florida.
Florida?
Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we have enough to run this show for 10 years from Florida news. So a Tampa man was arrested on Wednesday afternoon for a DUI. He reportedly mistook the drive-thru at a Bank of America for a Taco Bell. The person that called the police said they have an impaired driver they found unconscious behind the wheel and in the bank's drive-thru lane. When they woke him up and asked him, he's trying to order from the menu at Taco Bell.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have a chalupa?
28-year-old got arrested. $1,000 bond.
Oh, you said 20-year-old?
28.
Oh, 28.
28.
Okay. So he's at least legally able to drink.
Right, yeah. Yep.
So he was trying to make a different kind of
He
withdrawal.
asked the bank manager for a burrito before driving away. He says, this is not a Taco Bell. So as he's trying to drive away, police car luckily pulled up in front of him.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep.
The question is, I mean, we don't have to search far to get Florida news like this. How do all of these people all end up in Florida?
I don't know. It's enough to make me not want to move there, though.
Is this like a thing that you get beach sick and you get tired of like the ocean and the sun and you just go, you know what, I'm going to go do stupid stuff now and just wander off?
No.
I'm really hungry. Just
Well,
like
it's
iguana
the
on
heat.
the.
It's what it is, the heat.
Just the heat.
Screw
If you
that.
know what I did at college.
Did you pick up frozen iguanas off the floor?
No, but should I tell it?
No.
That's
We'll
what I
save it
thought.
for another time.
No, we'll save it for another time.
This is PG, JJ.
Yeah, this is PG, JJ. Actually, we're trying to be G-rated. Every time you
Yeah.
talk, we get us in trouble. All right. Monday's edition of the BS Show comes at us from 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
And if we don't start at 12, it'll be shortly after.
Yeah,
Right?
but it's going to be at that 12 o'clock time frame.
Yeah, somewhere around
So, Relentless Athletes of the Week, we want to spotlight Brody Fowler.
there. Brody Fowler. Hurricane Brody.
Hurricane Brody,
Yep,
baseball
right
player.
there. Yeah. All around BA.
Yeah,
Just turned 10 years old.
just tearing it
Playing
up.
travel baseball, yep. He's trying to come around on his hitting. He's improving, but it's not coach pitch anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's it. So, Brody Fowler, Relentless Athlete of the Week. Proud pop over here. He didn't know I was doing that. So, Monday, 12 o'clock, we'll be at the BS Show live from Century 21 Riot Realty. We'll have somebody else in the crowd other than JJ. Maybe JJ too, but somebody else. And we'll see you then.